All right, welcome back. I still wanted to stay on section 2.1 for a little while longer. This is totally optional. You don't have to be watching this, but I think it's important that anytime we have formulas, I think it's important that you know where they're coming from or have a little bit of perspective. We had talked a little bit earlier about the Pythagorean Theorem, which was that, here, let me title this. We'll call it the proof of the Pythagorean Theorem. Now, this is totally optional, but I find it pretty interesting. And I just wanted to share it with you. So when we have the Pythagorean Theorem, let's take a look at a rectangle. Let's take a look at a perfect square. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a square inside of a square. The inside square, I'll label each side C. And on the outside square, the short side, I'll label A. And the long sides, I'll label B. Now, if we were going to find the area of this whole square, there's two different ways to do it. We could find the area of the whole thing, which should be equal to the area of the parts. Now, the area of the whole thing would be A plus B times A plus B. It's the length, A plus B, times the width, A plus B. Now, the area of the parts, well, we have a few different parts here. It looks like we have four of these little triangles. So we're going to have the area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base and height, but we have four of those. So I'm going to multiply that by 4. That's going to take care of all those little triangles. And I'm going to add that with the area of this huge, well, with the square on the inside. So it's going to be C times C. And now if we FOIL this out and clean it up, we'll get something pretty interesting. That A squared plus AB plus AB plus B squared is equal to 2AB plus C squared. And remember our assumption, this is a square and this is a square. So we get A squared plus 2AB plus B squared is equal to 2AB plus C squared. If we subtract 2AB on both sides, we'd get A squared plus B squared equals C squared. The Pythagorean Theorem. And take a look. Because we assumed the whole thing was a large square, this is a right angle, which means one of the legs squared plus another leg squared gives you the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse squared. Pretty cool. Now you know where it comes from.